What's happening, guys? Paladin here and welcome to another video. Today I want to share with you a list of a really good friend of mine that topped the Greek Open yesterday. He got top 4 with branded. He just sent me the list some minutes ago. Thank you for that, Manos. So I thought you guys would be interested. So let's waste no time and go straight to the deck list so you can guys check it out yourselves. So we have Triple Albion, the Shrouded Dragon. Pretty standard ratio. Albion is a really good card. It can actually give you one draw, especially going second is really useful on that. It can dump stuff like Retribution to get your spells back. Generally really good card. You can also special summon if you have a branded spell or trap in hand, but that rarely happens. Anyway, Triple Albert, pretty standard. Triple Follower of Albaz, pretty standard. One Quem. Some people actually want to run 2, or do run 2, but in my opinion, 1 is solid also. Like, I wouldn't really say that it's a wrong, let's say, ratio. It's really solid. 2 Cartesias, solid as fuck. 1 Kit. It's another starter. It's another card that you can use with branding in High Spirits. I've showed you the combo on the channel many times, so you already know about it. 1 Lubellion. You only need 1 in this deck, to be honest, no more than 1. Triple Saronir. This is justified because Manos runs 3 branded in High Spirits, so in my opinion, these 2 cards in hand are a huge plus. You know the combos I've showed them here on the channel many times. So 3 Saronirs are actually justified in this build. Usually people run 1 Rebellion, 1 Saronir, but with branded High Spirits, actually this is insane. 1 Tragedy, 1 Mercurier, 1 Gimmick Puppet. Right now it's basically everyone and their mothers run it, so you know my opinion, but it's a free win, so I understand that. 3 branded fusions, 3 branded openings, pretty standard, solid as fuck. 3 deployments, good going first, special summon Cartesia and combo off. Good going second because you can actually bait some interruptions by someone in Albaz and go from there. Branded Lost, this card is insane. It's the meltdown of the deck. Your opponent cannot do shit when you're fusion summoning. Triple branded High Spirits, as I told you earlier, is insane with Saronir. A really good card. In my opinion, if branded fusion ever gets hit, branded High Spirits is basically the card that will actually save the deck, in my opinion. Like, if you watch the OCG list right now, the branded lists, many people, if not most of them, do run triple High Spirits in their deck with maybe a little bit larger of a bestial package. Triple Thrust, first of all, going first in game 1, you need this either basically for duplication in case your branded fusion gets asked. So we've talked about this. Some people play like this one. Most of the people right now play actually this, especially the Gimmick Puppet Lock builds. 2 branded in red. Also, Thrust is really good when it comes to the side deck because you can actually grab stuff and you don't really need to run some copies more than once. I will go there in a bit. So branded in red, 2 copies here. Some people refer to play 1. 2 is solid in my opinion. I wouldn't say that 1 is a wrong ratio. 2 is also correct. So I liked, to be honest. 1 talent. You don't need more than 1. You have Thrust to search this, so pretty solid. 1 Foolish Burial, 1 branded in white. Some people actually run this, others do not. In my opinion, there's no, let's say, wrong option here. Like, if you want to run it, in my opinion, it's another plus. You can fuse with it from the graveyard, just if it happens, so your branded fusion gets stopped or whatever. Albaz is actually really easy to get in the graveyard, so this card actually can help you if you want to fusion summon and you can't actually use Branded Fusion or whatever. One Call by the Grave because as Blossom is a beach. Triple Super Poly, pretty standard in this deck, like especially this format. Is really useful, definitely justified at 3 in the deck. Triple Droplet, also really good. As I said, this deck can't really run in hand drops, so you either you have to actually play board breakers here. So 3 and 3 is actually really solid ratio in my opinion. One Retribution most of the times is a target for Shrouded Dragon, and one Fusion Duplication on the trap that you can set with Thrust if your Branded Fusion gets asked. So 50 card main deck, pretty solid. To be honest, I wouldn't take out anything. I really like it. Every choice is justified. The ratios are solid. As I said, triple Saronair with triple Branded High Spirits is solid as fuck. So it's the usual puppet build. So let's go straight to the extra. Double Albion, pretty standard. Albion, the Incandescent Dragon. This guy, is the toy that you use to go for the puppet lock, but it also has other uses, like it can actually dodge, help with dodge evenly matched in post side deck. It can actually summon, Fallen of Albaz or other stuff from the graveyard to get more resources to break your opponent's board. It actually has many uses. It's not just a card that you use only to puppet lock. So in my opinion, it should be in everyone's extra deck, regardless if you play puppet or not. It's a really solid card. It has many uses. One Mirror Jade, double Granugnol, some run 1, some run 2. I believe that 2 is correct right now, especially if you run the puppet build. One Rimbram standard, one Lubellion, one Titanic Lad. You can dump this with Blind High Spirits, Quiritis, Masquerade, one Chimera, one Dragostapelia. You can also make this. It can also be a Super Poly target. You know how it goes. Borderlet Furious Dragon. This card is actually insane and really useful in matchups like Runic Stan and stuff. So in my opinion, it's a really good choice for the extra deck. We saw that in the YCS streams some days ago. Really solid card, regardless, in my opinion, what you want to run. Mad Dragon of the Swamp, Super Poly target, as you know. Generally, the problem that most of the branded players have right now is that they don't have that much of a space in the extra to run all of the cards they want to run. So that basically justifies why Garura is in the side. So Garura in the side as another Super Poly target. Triple Nibiru. Nibiru right now actually is insane. It can actually it actually makes players play a little bit more, let's say, smartly, because Baron is no more in the game in TCG, so not every deck can actually have a protection on the 5th summon. Snake Eye can actually play around this with a field spell, stuff like that, but this card actually versus many decks can cause a lot of damage, like let's say Manadium or whatever, and especially rogue strategies. Branded in the mirror, it won't really work in my opinion, but it's really good in specific matchups, and probably the best hand trap right now when it comes to being more effective, let's say. One Magna, one Druis for certain matchups, I get that. As I told you in the OCG, the High Spirits builds run also these in the main, but in here this 50 card build is actually really solid. You don't need to. So you just actually side 2 of them for certain matchups. Shadow Dragon. When I saw this, I was actually surprised because it was on its own. Usually people run this with triple Branded Fusion or Ariel, but this going second with Branded Fusion, especially if you have lost and your opponent cannot actually respond, this can actually be really good, to be honest. But I get that, you dump this to make Lubellion, so you pop one of the back row and you continue with fusing. To be honest, the shadow package is kind of large. It's like 5 cards in the side, so it's justified if you don't really want to run all of that and you only want to run dragon. 3 back row hate cards, 1 duster, 2 lightning storms, pretty solid. Storm is at 2, so you know. 1 barrier, 1 dharma. These at 1 are solid because you have thrust. You don't really need to run more than 1 off, to be honest. Barrier can actually be game versus many decks. Dharma is also really good, also in certain matchups. So 1 and 1 is the correct ratio as long as someone runs thrust in their main, and triple evenly matched. Also really solid card for going second, or almost in everybody's side deck. So this is the deck. Congratulations to Manos again. Really solid list. Manos is a really good player. Also thanks Manos for sending me the list so I can show it here and share it with the rest of the guys here on the channel. Really solid list. I wouldn't take out anything, I wouldn't change anything, to be honest. It's as good as it should be. So thank you, congratulations again. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, guys. Let's discuss about it. If you want, if you have any other lists that you have topped with recently, you can also send me those. Contact me on my social media. You have all my links down in the description below, and I will gladly also show them all here on the channel. So congratulations to Manos again. Thank you for sending me the list. Thank you also for watching, guys. Stay safe and see you next time.